Picture this. You walk up to what looks like a completed tiny house skeleton. Sleek steel walls, perfectly straight window frames, headers locked in place, everything you would expect from a professional framing crew. But here is the thing. No power tools were used. No screws were driven. No lumber was cut. Two people snapped this entire structure together by hand in a single afternoon. That system is called Hyperframe. And if you have never heard of it, you are not alone. Because most people in the tiny house world are still cutting 2x4s the same way they did 30 years ago, while this commercial framing technology has been quietly sitting right under our noses. Today, we are going to find out if Hyperframe is actually the ultimate hack for DIY tiny home builders, or if it is one of those tools that sounds incredible in theory, but falls apart the moment real money is involved. Stay with me all the way to the end, because the verdict on this one might genuinely surprise you. Before we dive in, if you are new here, welcome to Affordable Homes and Plans. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss a video like this one. We cover honest, research-backed content on home building, tiny homes, barn dominiums, and everything in between. Alright, let us get into it. But before we even talk about speed or cost, you need to understand what Hyperframe actually is, and why the framing industry has not already replaced every lumberyard with it. The answer to that question is more complicated than you think. What is Hyperframe? What Hyperframe is and how it works. At its core, Hyperframe is a pre-engineered steel framing system built around one central idea. Every single component arrives on your build site already cut to the exact length it needs to be, pre-punched with holes for electrical wiring and plumbing, and fitted with integrated mechanical clips that allow the pieces to snap together without a single screw, nail, or power tool. The studs are cold-formed steel, which means they are manufactured by bending sheet steel into a channel shape at room temperature. This process creates a material that is dramatically lighter than dimensional lumber, but has tensile strength properties that wood simply cannot match, especially in the lightweight construction world of tiny homes and trailers. Now here is where it gets genuinely clever. You do not just order a pile of steel studs and figure it out on site. The entire system is driven by a proprietary software platform called HyperBIM. What HyperBIM does is take your standard tiny house blueprint and convert it into a fully numbered 3D puzzle. Every wall panel, every header, every window frame, every corner piece comes out of manufacturing with a number stamped on it that corresponds to a specific location in your build. You are not interpreting a blueprint on site. You are assembling a kit. And because every piece is cut off-site with industrial precision, there is zero cutting waste on your build site. No metal shavings, no offcuts sitting in a pile, no measuring mistakes that cost you a weekend and a trip to the hardware store. In the commercial construction world, systems like this have been used for decades on hotels, office buildings, and multifamily developments. The technology is not new. What is new in 2026 is the growing conversation around whether it is actually viable for the tiny home and small structure market, where build volumes are lower, budgets are tighter, and the people doing the building often have no formal construction background at all. Here is what most videos on this topic will not tell you. The entry point for this system, both in terms of cost and in terms of digital planning requirements, is a barrier that filters out a specific type of builder. And whether you are that type of builder or not will determine everything about how this technology serves you. But before we get to the numbers, I want to show you exactly how fast this thing actually builds, because the speed claims around Hyperframe are either the most compelling case for it or the most overhyped marketing you have ever heard. Let us find out which one it is. The Hyperframe Speed Challenge, putting the speed claim to the real test. The most dramatic claim around Hyperframe in the tiny house space is the speed. The company and most of its users say that a standard tiny house frame can be assembled by two people in roughly one afternoon. That is not one day, that is one afternoon. To put that in context, a traditional stick-framed tiny house, using standard lumber, typically takes two experienced builders somewhere between 3 and 5 days to frame, depending on the design complexity. If you are a first-time builder doing it solo or with one helper, you are often looking at a full weekend minimum. Sometimes more if you hit obstacles like warped lumber, miscalculations, or bad weather delays. So what does the Hyperframe build day actually look like? You start with a flat trailer or foundation and a delivery of pre-numbered panels. The process begins with locking the bottom track to your subfloor or trailer deck. From there, wall panels are lifted into position and the integrated mechanical clips are engaged by pressing the components together until you hear and feel the connector click into place. That click is not a metaphor. The connectors produce a distinct audible and tactile lock that confirms the joint is fully engaged, which is something that is honestly hard to describe, but immediately satisfying when you experience it. Window and door rough openings are pre-framed into the panels before they arrive, so there is no cutting around openings on site. Headers come pre-cut to span those openings exactly. You are not building, you are placing. The ergonomic picture is also genuinely different from traditional framing. Because the components are lightweight steel, there is no need for heavy tool belts, no extension cords running across the site, and critically, no overhead drilling. Any builder who has spent a day driving screws above their shoulder line on a ladder knows how physically punishing that gets. Hyperframe largely eliminates that problem. Now for the honest part. The one afternoon claim appears to be based on experienced users or demonstration builds where the team is already deeply familiar with the system. First-time builders, even with the numbered system, are realistically looking at a full day to a day and a half as they work through the learning curve of the HyperBIM layout and get comfortable with the clip mechanism. That is still dramatically faster than traditional framing, but it is not quite the magic afternoon the marketing materials tend to suggest. The other nuance is that the speed advantage is most pronounced on simple rectangular floor plans. If your tiny house design has complex angles, multiple bump outs, or an unusual roof pitch, the digital planning process takes longer and the site assembly becomes more involved. The system is still faster than lumber in those scenarios, but the gap narrows. Speed is clearly a legitimate advantage of this system, but speed without cost viability is meaningless for most builders in the tiny home space. And that is exactly where this conversation gets uncomfortable, because the cost picture on Hyperframe is the most important thing I am going to say in this entire video, and I want you to hear all of it before you make any decisions. Pros and cons for tiny houses, the real advantages and the honest drawbacks. Let us start with the pros, because they are real and they are significant. The first major advantage is speed, which we have already covered. But what we have not talked about is what that speed actually saves you beyond time. When you are renting a trailer spot, paying for a temporary build permit, or living in alternative accommodation during your build, every week you save on framing is a week of those carrying costs gone. For many owner-builders in 2026, that week can represent anywhere from a few hundred to well over $1,000 in ongoing expenses. The second pro is structural integrity specific to the tiny house on trailer market. Cold-formed steel has a strength-to-weight ratio that is genuinely superior to dimensional lumber for this application. Lumber framing on a trailer that gets towed is subject to road vibration, flex stress at the trailer connection points, and long-term moisture-related degradation. Steel does not warp, does not rot, does not expand and contract the way wood does across seasons. For a structure that is designed to move and to be parked in varying climate conditions, that matters enormously. The third pro is the pre-punched utility holes. Electrical rough-in on a steel-framed structure typically requires drilling through each stud individually with a metal drill bit, which is time-consuming and physically demanding. Hyperframe components arrive with those holes already in place, which removes a significant portion of the electrical rough-in labor. The fourth is precision. Because every component is manufactured to your specific blueprint dimensions, you are not dealing with the dimensional lumber reality where a 2x4 is actually 1.5 inches by 3.5 inches and the studs in your delivery are somewhere between perfectly straight and shaped like a banana. The Hyperframe components are exactly what they are supposed to be, every single time. Now the cons. And I want to be very direct here because this is where most content on Hyperframe glosses over the parts that actually matter for DIY tiny home builders. The material cost is higher than standard lumber framing. In 2026, with lumber prices having stabilized considerably from their post-pandemic highs, the cost premium for a Hyperframe kit versus a conventional lumber frame for a comparable tiny house footprint typically runs between 20 and 40% more on materials alone. Depending on your overall build budget, that gap could represent several $1,000s. For a builder operating on a genuinely tight budget, that difference is not trivial. The second con is the digital planning requirement. You cannot improvise with this system. Before a single piece is manufactured, your design has to be fully resolved and submitted through the HyperBIM platform. That means no making decisions on site, No adjusting your window placement because it looks better 3 inches to the left after you are standing in the space. And no design changes after the kit is ordered without significant rework costs and timeline delays. For builders who enjoy the iterative, hands-on decision-making of a traditional build, this is a genuine constraint. The third con is the repair and modification challenge. If you need to modify the structure years down the road, adding a wall, moving a door, expanding a section, the process is not as simple as cutting and adding lumber. You are working with a proprietary system that requires replacement components sourced through Hyperframe's supply chain. That dependency is worth taking seriously. And here is the question that brings all of this together. Is Hyperframe actually the future of tiny house building, or is it a premium tool for a specific type of builder that most people in this space are simply not? I have a clear opinion on that, and the answer is not what most of the Hyperframe promotional content will tell you. So, is Hyperframe the future? Here is where I land after an honest look at what this system is, what it delivers, and what it costs. Hyperframe is not the future of tiny house building for everyone, but it absolutely is the future for a specific and growing segment of the tiny home market, and that distinction matters. YouTube. If you are a first-time builder who has never framed a structure before, who values a clean, precision-engineered process over a lower material cost, who is building a trailer-based tiny house that will actually be towed, and who has the budget to absorb the material premium, Hyperframe is a genuinely compelling choice in 2026. The speed advantage is real. The structural advantages for trailer applications are real. The no mistakes, no waste build experience is something that a lot of first-time builders would pay a premium for, even without the other benefits stacked on top. If you are an experienced builder with solid framing skills, a tight material budget, and a design that may evolve during the build, conventional lumber framing still wins on cost flexibility and adaptability. The technology does not make sense for every project, and no honest review of it should pretend otherwise. The most honest summary I can give you is this. Hyperframe is the kind of system that removes the single biggest barrier for most first-time tiny house builders, which is the fear of framing incorrectly, working with warped materials, or losing days of progress to avoidable mistakes. It replaces that barrier with a higher material cost. Whether that trade makes sense for you comes down entirely to which barrier is more limiting in your specific situation. What I believe we will see in the next few years is the cost gap between Hyperframe and conventional lumber narrowing as the system scales and as competition in the pre-engineered residential framing space grows. When that happens, the calculus changes significantly for a much wider range of builders. For now, if you are seriously considering a tiny house build, Hyperframe is worth getting a quote on. Run the numbers against a conventional lumber estimate for your specific floor plan, factor in the labor and time savings honestly, and make the decision based on your actual budget and your actual skill level, not on what sounds most exciting on a YouTube video, including this one. If this kind of honest, detailed content on building systems and home costs is useful to you, subscribe to the channel. We do this for every major topic in the tiny home and affordable housing space so you can make informed decisions with real numbers. Drop a comment below and tell me whether you would go Hyperframe or conventional lumber on your build, because I genuinely want to know where this community stands on it. And if you are already building or planning a tiny house, check out the video on screen right now. It covers the real cost breakdown for a complete tiny house build from foundation to finish in 2026, and it will give you the full picture you need before you spend a single dollar. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. That means a lot. See you in the next one.